So what do you think it takes to become a detail-oriented, if you're not somebody that's detail-oriented, to become a detail-oriented
Start giving a
business
shit,
leader?
man.
Yeah.
Give a shit.
Right.
Give a shit about the appearance. Give a shit about the cleanliness. Give a shit about your profit margins. Have meetings. Have training. Look on Pinterest. Look on whatever business you're in. Go on Instagram. Find people who are killing it. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Look at stores that are clean, like people that pay attention. I'm trying to be humble, but our store is clean, kept clean.
Right.
I got that way by looking at stores, typically outside of my industry, because a lot of smaller store owners haven't really escalated to that level where they're paying attention to the details. But typically it's national brands, it's businesses, even like the Apple store. I'm hyper aware when, we're going to trips like New York City. I become a connoisseur of well-designed retail platforms, and there's also it's not always about the front-facing vibe, or the presentation, but for me that's the most important starting place.
Right.
And
my side of it is the business side, paying attention to the details, the margins, the payroll, being mindful of cash flow and being mindful of marketing and paying attention to details of the videos that we put out and making sure that things are in focus, which I fucked up earlier today.
I mean, nobody's perfect. We have to. I think we were discussing the other day, like a lot of detail is a lot of our design. Like neither one of us are classically trained.
Right.
And I have never worked in a design studio to see the workflow that goes into it, but we'll come up with some first draft and it's shit.
And then second draft.
But like if you show it to our wives or something, like, oh, that's terrible.
Right.
That's not how our workflow goes.
Right.
Sometimes it takes a couple of weeks. We built whole websites by locking ourselves in the door and creating something shitty, fixing it shitty, and then eventually, you have a Picasso, right? But at the end of the day, you have to, have a block of granite, and you continuously work and chip away. So details change. Details need to be maintained. Premium needs to be maintained. Standards need to be maintained.